ball game.
Two. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Shonen Hoops.
So,
All right, it's your boy Omar and my co-host Andy. If you like what you guys are seeing, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and let us know what you guys think. And now with this short little video, with these 5 no-brainer NBA trades, brought to you by Bleacher Report.
yep.
All right, so let's just get right into it.
This will be my first reaction to this stuff because I actually did not look at it beforehand. So is this the first one? It's Anthony Simmons for Anthony Black, Caldwell Pope, a 2025 first round pick. How do you feel about this?
So, me personally, I don't want the Magic to draft any rookies in this draft.
Okay.
I think you have way too many young guys. I don't need another failed prospect like we're seeing with Jet Howard, where there's no time to develop. The Magic are in desperate need for a point guard. I don't know if Anthony Simons is the answer to that question because of his contract. The Magic are going to be an apron team this year.
Mm-hmm.
You are paying Jalen Suggs. You are lucky Franz Wagner and Paulo Banchero did not qualify for an All-NBA team because of games played. So they're going to cost you less. J.I.'s contract is going to come down a little bit. But unless you have, because KCP is getting moved in this deal, you're able to talk me into it. But I am more of a Kobe White guy personally. But if the Magic do end up selecting Anthony Simons with a deal, I'll be completely okay. I would prefer not to move Anthony Black personally. Right. But in this trade, you have to get something to give up.
Yeah, okay.
You get your 3-point shooter. You're another guard that can create. I'm okay with it.
Okay, all right. Well, I honestly, I don't know. I mean, because he's point. I think he'd be a good fit. It's just obviously, I think it would obviously give them more offensive power, which I feel like sometimes the Magic struggle with, because defensively they're great. The issue is the offense, which we saw in the most recent series against Boston, which they played really well. They just sometimes couldn't get the shots down. So if that's what Anthony Simmons can bring, then I'm all for it. So this one you'd say is a yes or a no, I guess, or like a pass or a fail, I guess. We should like grade it.
I'll give this a B.
Give us a B. I'll agree with you because I could see it happening. It's not the best, but it's something that's possible. All right, so going from that one, we're going down to Mitchell Robinson gives the Lakers a shot blocking, lob catching center. Okay. So they would give up Mitchell Robinson, but New York would get Jared Vanderbilt, a second-round pick, 2026 first-round pick swap rights. Why would the Knicks want to do this?
Yeah, I agree with you. I am so tired of watching like the Lakers be able to bamboozle teams all the time in this trade packaging. Yeah, if you're the Lakers, yeah, sure, why not? You get your center you need in Mitchell Robinson that plays above the rim, lob threat, great defensively.
Yeah,
what does Vanderbilt do for the Knicks?
Yeah. This is just another one of whoever wrote this article is a Laker fan, and they just think they can give churros and lays for any good competing star. Like the Knicks are perfectly great where they are. We're seeing them go against Boston right now. They don't need more. I don't think Jared Vanderbilt brings anything to the table that they don't need. Maybe it's because of the defensive. Because
but you have Bridges, you have Anunoby.
Yeah, it's something that just doesn't click.
You have Josh Hart. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this one an F. I'm gonna give this one a Lakers just trying to reach for the stars as always, wishing they could get us big to freaking help their team. But,
yeah, I'll give it a B.
Yeah, this I don't think this does anything for anybody other than fulfill the fantasies of Lakers fans all over the world. All right, Miami Heat. All right, Miami Heat laurel for the next season. Okay. Oh, so the Miami Heat will receive Lauri Markkanen, Colin Sexton, and Jordan Clarkson, but we give up Jokic, Wiggins, Rozier, Duncan Robinson, 2025 first round pick. You know what? I do that in a heartbeat. No. this is also kind of a fantasy one, though. I'm gonna be so real with you. But as of right now, me and the Miami Heat fans are all putting every single player in the chopping block because it's not working. We need something to work. I don't think this deal's really that realistic because I feel unless Utah's looking to clean out to just completely like be in a rebuild scenario.
Yeah. So me personally, Utah got cooked.
Yeah.
They're not getting the number one option in this draft. Did not get Cooper Flag. So it's like, and marketing, it's like marketing is really good and it's getting paid.
Mm-hmm.
So at a certain point, if you're Utah, you're just trying to get as much as young prospects and draft capital as you can. I don't know if Miami's the best play to get it because I don't know what Andrew Wiggins does for me if I'm Utah. Like, I get it, it's to match up contracts, but like Golden State's first rounder this year in like 2028 top 5 protected, maybe that could be somewhat valuable because at that point, who knows if Steph is still in the league, what Jimmy Butler's doing, like who knows. So I guess there's some intrigue to it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know. This one, I mean, obviously, it works really greatly in favor of the Heat, but I think they could like get a little bit more out of it. If I'm gonna be real with you, I think.
Okay, so let me ask you a question: if you're Miami, does this like where does this put you in the East?
Where does it put us?
Bam, where marketing?
I mean, the thing is, the only real one that interests me is Colin Sexton because the Heat has always struggled with having a point guard, an actual like point guard. So it's good, but I also just think they'd flip it for something else. That's just kind of how the Heat mentality, I feel like. But it put us in contention, and then probably at least in 8th, like
the
playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. Yes, that's exactly where I would have Miami with this. But it's like at some point, like when is that no longer the goal? When can Miami finally just burn everything?
Never. Sorry to say this, but that's never gonna happen. It just doesn't. But I mean, I'd give it a B, but I do think it's unrealistic. But if you know, now that Utah, I don't know where they're at because they have their plans fizzled out with their dreams when they didn't even get a top 4 draft pick. So we'll see what they do.
All right.
What's your grade? What's your grade?
I mean, I give it a B. I can see if Miami's not looking to burn it out. I guess it kind of makes sense.
We got Celtics shed Saturday, Pistons load up in a 3-team deal. So we got so Celtics receive Isaiah Stewart, Detroit Pistons get Drew Holiday and Cam Johnson, while Brooklyn gets Tobias Harris, Sam Hauser, and Mark Sesser. 2026 first round pick. What does Isaiah Stewart do for them? For the Boston Celtics?
The Boston Celtics shed money.
I guess that's what it is, right?
They're not bringing back the same team. They need to shed money.
Yeah, I guess it's true. I honestly don't think Detroit. Well, I don't think Detroit would do this actually because I feel like Tobias Harris plays really well for them, and I don't know if Drew. I mean, I guess adding defense and Drew Holiday, but you have Cade there. I don't know. I don't think I do this as Detroit. If I'm gonna be real with you, I don't think it brings anything that they need.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't like this deal like across the board. If you're Boston, I think you could do a little bit better for Drew Holiday.
Mm-hmm.
If you're Detroit, you're looking for that number 2 next to Cade Cunningham. Yep. I don't know if Drew Holiday is that number 2. I don't know, especially if you have Drew Holiday there. What that does to Ivy's development. Cam Johnson would be a really cool addition.
Yeah.
And if you're Brooklyn, cool, you add Tobias Harris.
But at the same time, they're looking.
Are you on your way to the NBA mediocrity for the next 5 to 6 years?
Yeah. So this one I'm gonna give us like a C. Like it doesn't move anything. Yeah, it's just there to do it. All right. Okay, so man, okay, so
Let's talk
with
about it.
with Giannis' future career, his future in the air now. We got the Rockets receiving Giannis Antetokounmpo, while the Bucks receive Jalen Green, Jabari Smith, Cam Whitmore, and Aaron Holiday. I mean,
No. If I'm Milwaukee, no.
yeah, I'm saying I want Sengun or something.
Exactly. Give me Shingun.
Yeah,
Give me Jabari.
yeah,
And give me a boatload of picks, and we can talk.
yeah. I agree with you there because Jalen
I
Green
don't want to.
does not move the he is
I
not a
don't. I
needle
don't.
mover. We've already seen it now with the Rockets in the playoffs. Poor guy was suffering out there. But I'm gonna need more. I'm gonna need Sengun if you're asking me to get rid of my franchise player. And the thing is, real talk, it's just like Milwaukee's a sinking ship right now. They're just trying to recover any bit of assets that they can. And for Giannis, they can get it. We've seen how much superstars go for when Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, with the most recent with Luka, AD, things people want more.
If you're Milwaukee, you need to figure out first what direction you want to go. If you
That
want to
would-
rebuild, you need to send Milwaukee. You need to send Giannis to somewhere that has some of your prospects back and
Yeah.
for young players. If you want to win now, then you turn it around and you get like a Şengün and Jabari Smith package.
Yeah, but yeah, I agree.
Yeah, this would be a fleece for Houston. I
Yeah,
don't like
yeah.
this Milwaukee at all.
Yeah, it's they try to sneak one in of like trying to pull a little bit of a Luka for AD. Hey, we'll give you these little. These guys can ball. Like, they can ball every other month. That this is a nah. They're trying to fleece him. That this is a C- to a D plus. This
I give it a C.
yeah.
The idea of the two teams, I'm intrigued by it, but this package specifically, I'm not with it.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. So, at least is that the last for this? All right. So you know what? Just to talk about it a little bit, cause we're already kind of like here at this point. Sorry, I'm gonna edit this part out real quick. Cause I'm just gonna put us. So, Omar, since we talked about the trades and stuff, where do you see the potential of Giannis going? Talking about trade rumors and stuff, because I've seen some tweets and how he has his preferences, but sometimes that's like a rat's asshole, as the Miami Heat have seen with Dame saying Miami only, and then he's in the Bucks now, and now he's broken, and you know what? I feel bad for him. But where do you see Giannis? Where would you like to see Giannis play? I guess is my answer, the question to you.
Man, it really sucks. Like Houston would be cool, but again, I would need Şengün at the very least. Like because if you send, because you're not gonna do Giannis dirty. Like the Milwaukee Bucks are not in no position to just do Giannis.
Not after everything that he did for them, bring in their first chip and pay respects in a sense is what we'd hope for, right? We never want to see a team get done
Oklahoma
in like
City would be cool.
4.
You send over like J-Dub and Chet, or one at least one of the two. You send Case and Wallace. You have a lot of young prospects out of OKC.
Okay.
The Pelicans would be interesting.
Pelicans would be bad. I don't think he'd want to go there. I'm seeing like Brooklyn Nets for some reason. What the hell did Brooklyn have to offer?
Brooklyn doesn't
picks?
have.
No, maybe.
But if the moment, because you have to remember, the moment you send Giannis somewhere, they're
contenders,
the picks become less valuable because they're going to be a really good team.
Oh, okay, I get it. I don't know. Like usual, the Heat love to whale watch because everybody likes to freaking mention us whenever they talk about our ideal trade places.
And for whatever reason, it's always the Jaime Jaquez, Nikola Jovic package.
Hey man, Giannis was never on the table. That was the offer for Dame. And clearly we were right about it because that motherfucker ain't playing. So what was he gonna do for us? What was he gonna do for us? What was he gonna do for us, huh? For 2 first-round exits? Is that what we're doing here?
Same thing. That would look better than what Terry Rozier gave you.
Hey man, we're both in the same place, first round exits. So, and that's what does not having a real true all star. Let's be like a number one option. Let's be real here. We got number 2 and 3. We're just looking for that freaking Superman. But I'd like to see him to go. I mean, obviously, I'd love him to go to even consider the Heat, but I'm glad to say I will say I did see the conference of that the Miami Heat had after the post conference, and Pirelli said it. He's not running it back. He said this shit's broken. We gotta move some stuff. And I feel like he's getting pressure from Bam because Bam's saying it himself too. He said he don't want to be playing. He wants to aim for a championship. So I'm hoping to see something in the summer. But I guess that'll be later in the summer times, unless there's some crazy thing happens in the playoffs. But I think that'll be all for now. We're gonna be back with you guys. I messed up last time, by the way, guys. After 2 teams get eliminated. When 2 series ended.
I try to get him to talk about it.
I'm not talking about freaking, unless you want to talk about freaking Donovan Mitchell not being able to play and them losing by 60. But when 2 teams get eliminated, we'll come back and we'll go back into the playoffs and we'll kind of talk about it. It's still crazy. Nobody thought what's happening right now would be happening with both East teams going down.
I thought we could have talked about the Denver series, what's going right, what's going wrong, what OKC, what this means for OKC's potential moving forward.
It don't matter until someone wins. I'm not gonna talk about, man, Denver might win this just for them to lose, you know.
Yeah, but it's like poking holes in what OKC's championship aspirations are looking.
We'll be back probably tomorrow because I think the Cavs are getting gentlemen sweeped. So we'll be back. We'll save those for next time. Peace.